Hello friends and welcome to another video. I got a recent license purchased by ITV in the UK. ITV is a channel in the UK and I'm very excited about this type of sales because it proves the point that you can still sell music on royalty-free libraries and get placements on TV. Now, one thing to consider here, and I'm going to leave a screenshot by the way of this transaction so you can see how much I'm earning for that sale, what type of license is. And again, I'm only using here Audio Jungle because it's a great library when it comes down to the breakdown of the invoice, the type of license, how much I'm getting paid, and who buys the track. Other libraries do not provide so much detail. All right, other libraries, they just say to you, you know what, you just had a big license that somebody has purchased, but you can't see the client, you can't see the invoice for whatever the reasons, okay? And that's why places or services like TuneSat are very important because you can actually go and track down your music. But this video is not about TuneSat. This video is about selling music on royalty-free libraries and still get placements on TV, okay? Now, what happens is that there's a lot of misinformation out there, and I've done videos about this in the past. There's a lot of composers who happen to educate other composers as well. Their information is great. They're very successful in their own right, but they keep spreading this type of messages that you cannot get your music on TV if you sell it on royalty-free libraries. They keep on talking about that you should only go with exclusive libraries because there's no real money in royalty-free libraries like Artlist, Motion Array, Pond5, Audio Jungle, and any other royalty-free library, which we know that this is not true. We know that successful composers are actually not only working with exclusive libraries, but they are as well selling their music on royalty-free libraries, and for a reason, okay? This type of composers and sync licensing gurus, they are trying to push that agenda of polarizing the audience and the fellow composers who want to start out in music licensing by saying that you should at all costs avoid royalty-free libraries because they have now become a subscription model and there's no real money. In fact, the fact that they have become a subscription model, they're adopting the subscription model, it means that we are actually making more money on a regular basis. The income has been steady because of subscription libraries. I'm not the only one saying this, by the way. There's a lot of composers that will tell you that. Yes, sales have dropped in many libraries, but that's because they have adopted the subscription model, which is the Netflix model, really, a monthly payment, and then the customers can download your music. Now, if you're new to this and you would like to know the libraries where I'm working and where you can get started, download my free guide, link in the description. Another thing to consider here as well is that even if you sell your music on royalty-free libraries, you can still go and join exclusive libraries. I've said this here before in the channel. I will never say to any composer, do not join an exclusive library. Even when I'm coaching people that have taken my courses, people that have taken my one-on-one coaching programs, most of them want to go into sync libraries. Most of them want to go into exclusive libraries, all right? And I show them how to do that. Now, I will never, ever advise somebody to do one or the other. I advise composers to do absolutely everything when it comes to music licensing. I work with a music library who happens to be an exclusive library myself. Now, the focus on this channel is stock music. And that's just because that's how I got started. This is what I do, and this is my passion, okay? So here on this corner of the internet, I am the only one talking about stock music licensing. That's it, okay? I don't focus on anything else, and I stay in my lane when it comes to that, right? But you will never hear me talk about the fact that there is no real money on sync libraries or in exclusive libraries, or you shouldn't do it. You should do it, Go and consume other people's content for that matter. However, just be very aware that there's nothing wrong with selling your music on royalty-free libraries. And my goal here is to show you my income. My goal is to show you what I earn with royalty-free libraries, with subscription libraries, and how the music has been purchased on these sites by big networks. And that's why I say that you need to be affiliated with a PRO, because now this track was purchased. I'm affiliated with a PRO, so that track has already been registered, and I could, do my thing and get performance royalties in this way. Not only that, but even if this track has no sales, okay, let's assume that this track is not selling at all, and it hasn't sold. And by the way, this track was a very old track, and yes, it has no sales. It has probably 7 sales, 8 sales, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is it's an amazing track, and it's a very old track. But even if it has no sale, and even if it doesn't sell again ever, I have this track with Content ID, fingerprinted with Identify. And if you're new to this, you will find link in the description, all the information about Content ID. Now, what does this mean? What it means is that when people are taking music, your music, from sites like Pond5, Audio Jungle, Motion Array, and all of the other royalty-free libraries, what happens is that when somebody is taking that music track of yours, okay, they're not buying it, they're just taking it. They put it on their YouTube channel, or they're using it across the web. If you're not registered with a Content ID service like Identify, then you're not getting compensated accordingly. I have done videos about Content ID and Identify lately because I have just recently joined. In fact, I'm already making money, okay? So that goes to show you that even if you do not sell, okay, let's say that you're not being successful at all because you, for whatever the reasons, okay? You should watch more of my videos, by the way, if that's the case. But let's assume that you're not selling on royalty-free libraries. You could still register your music with Content ID. In fact, give it away for free and let it take your music and use it on YouTube so you can get compensated accordingly. All right? I mean, it's a cheeky way to do it. I would not do that, obviously. I will not give my music away for free just to get money through Content ID. But I'm just trying to prove a point here. So when you hear all of these people talking about this, that there's no real money with royalty-free libraries, you can still make money even if you do not sell with Content ID. That's my point. Now, the purpose of this video, I'm starting to get wind up a little bit because every single time I talk about this, because I have seen a recent video from a fellow composer. I mean, I believe I'm friends with him on Facebook, so I'm not even going to mention his name. But, and he's a great, musician and all of this, but just talking about, TV placements and all of this and very dismissive about the libraries. And, it just, it boils my blood inside because he knows it's not true. I know it's not true. And you're just spreading more misinformation to your fellow composers, man, to your fellow musicians. You could say, hey, join exclusive libraries. This is what I've done, right? And he even confessed that he has worked with royalty-free libraries, but probably he was not very successful with it because he doesn't do it anymore, all right? So, but at least say, listen, this is what I'm doing, and just avoid confusing fellow composers and musicians. I have always pointed you out to other friends of mine and composers who are doing great in other libraries that I'm not even involved with. For example, Artlist. You can check the comment sections as well here on the channel of various videos when I'm talking about income, of how other fellow composers and friends are sharing how much money they can make with Artlist and with other libraries, and yes, with exclusive libraries too. So what I want to say here is that if you're new to this and you're looking to get into music licensing, there is no easier way to do this than to get started by joining royalty-free libraries. I mean, that's it. And this is what's stopping you or stopping people that want to get into this business. Now, you know how many people I have coached and I have worked with that they're still on the fence. They're still thinking about it. And with reason, because they feel overwhelmed. And I was working with somebody at some point, and great musician, super successful in other areas of music, all right? Like most of us. And they want to supplement their income or whatever. And every time we will meet up, every time we will, touch base, so to speak, it will always be the same answer. Yeah, I'm still working on my tracks. I'm still composing this music. I'm still doing this. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man? Do it today. Upload it today. Compose it today. Right? Just press record on your DAW, make the track, upload it, man. Who cares how bad it is? It doesn't really matter. There's tons of horrible music out there. Anyways, this track that got purchased by ITV channel in the UK, I found out about this by pure chance. I don't go check out the invoices every single time I have a sale. I don't. I have no time for that. I just see the sales. That's great. Okay, I'm hitting my target when it comes to income, and that's that. From time to time, I'm a little bit curious to see who's purchasing my music, and I just happened to click on it, and I said, well, hey, it's a big license. I'm getting upfront money right away. This track is selling on other libraries. This track is as well on other subscription libraries where I'm making more money with that same track. And the best part is this is a track that I composed and I uploaded in 2016. It's an old track. And as I am listening to this music track, I realize how good it is. Now, usually when we listen to our old tracks, we say, that's pretty bad. I have shared terrible work that I have composed over the years here on the channel. But this particular track was really good. And I realized that I should be doing more music like this. Now, it's kind of like a pop, uplifting type of track. I might play the music in the background for you so you can listen to it a little bit. And, you know, it has some nice guitar, some nice drum. Very simple, man. Just simple shit. An electric guitar with not a lot of gain. Very, very clean, I guess. You know, and just some drums, some bass. Very uplifting. It sounds like a commercial. And I have forgotten about this track. And I said to myself, wow, that's an amazing track. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell if that's a track that I composed in 2016 or today. That's what I mean. That is that good to my standards, to my own standards. And we're very critical of our own music. So it made me realize that. I said, like, well, of course ITV purchased this track. Of course they're gonna buy it. Why wouldn't they? But it made me realize that I should do more music like that. So all I'm saying here is that if you're not active, if you're not making money with your music, but let's forget about the money right now. If you're not composing, uploading, and seeing the whole process of what it means to be in the music licensing business, then you're still thinking about it. You're still working on your craft, but you're working in a vacuum. You're not interacting with the real world. Okay? So for me, because I have done this and I do this on a regular basis, I feel that I'm in touch with it in reality. That's why I document this here on the channel as well, so you can see it for yourself. Because it can be very lonely here. So if I make the music, I earn the money and I don't share with anybody, right? Apart from my wife or whatever, that, you know, we need to pay the bills, right? So I better make some money. It becomes very lonely. It becomes almost like, is this really happening? Am I really making money like this? Right? Am I really earning? Am I really selling? You see what I mean? Is this music has what it takes in order to be out there and somebody's going to purchase it? So you need to put yourself to the test. You need to upload the music, get rejected or whatever, you know, or pass the review process and it's there sitting, and get used to that idea of having your music as a product. You know, as you grow as a composer, you're earning money. Even as you're failing, even your failures, like for example, you have a music track on a library that's not selling, hey, just use Content ID. Someone is going to take it away, you know, from there. Somebody's going to take it and it's going to use it on a YouTube channel, and you can still make money that way. It was a fellow composer actually who does this full time, and he mentioned once here on the channel in a comment, like all you need is 2 libraries, 2 or 3 libraries maybe, and Identify in order to make a full-time income with stock libraries. And it is true. I mean, now that I've joined Identify, and I haven't used Identify as a strategy in order for me to earn money with my music, but now that I have earned it, now that I have joined and I'm earning money with Identify, I'm going to have to change my messaging, because my messaging has always been earn between $500 to $1,000 every single month with stock libraries. But because of Content ID now, I'm going to have to change that, meaning that you could earn more. You know, obviously it depends on you. Depends on how much music you have. It's all about the volume of music that you have out there. The more music you have, the better. The better the sales, the better the Content ID, of course, because you need to have music, because you don't know which one of your tracks is the one that's going to give you the money. Not everything is going to sell. Not everything is going to do great. But you need to have a lot of music. So this is what it comes down to. Being proactive towards your music so you can get into this business. And as you grow as a composer, you're earning. As you're growing, you're getting better. You're earning money with stock libraries. I believe in being proactive. I believe in being proactive with anything you do. If you want to shoot YouTube videos, for example, and I use different terms and I use different things in order to prove a point. If you want to shoot YouTube videos, you can do all the research you want, but until you get in front of the camera and start recording your videos and then upload them to YouTube, then you're still in research mode. You're still not taking action. You're still afraid that your videos are going to look like shit, or that you're not going to get any views, or you're going to have some haters, putting you down. And that's why you have to be proactive. And this applies to anything in life, man. There will never be the right time to get started. There will never be the right time to, get into that relationship. There will never be the right time to, get married within reason, obviously, right? But I'm talking about the people that are right there, that you just need to take that step, that leap of faith, right? There will never be the right time to become a parent, right? You will never have all of your stuff in life really well put together in order to do these things. That's what I'm saying here. So with music, it's the same stuff. With anything, making YouTube videos, making music, joining new libraries, try to earn money with your music. I mean, all of these things requires a little bit of a leap of faith and then doing it. And my job here at the channel is that whenever I get a very small win, and to me, listen, just one sale like that, it doesn't really mean that much. It means more to me to share it with you. But to me, it's just like, yes, another sale, ITV channel, yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to put it down. I'm not trying to diminish the importance. I mean, but I remember that this back in the day was a dream for me, right? I mean, I could take this a step further and grab the logos of all the companies that have purchased my music and put them on the page in front of Audio Jungle. Like, okay, trusted by this companies or this TV network. I mean, maybe I should do that. I mean, I don't know, right? But, it means more to me to share with you here. That's what I want to say. Because I know that some of you will get, pumped and inspired by this. Because at one point, this was a dream for me. I say, I can't believe that a TV channel, purchased my track. And an old track. It's not just something that I'm working right now that, oh my God, fingers crossed, it becomes a overnight success, right? I mean, it could happen, but you have to be proactive. And this is the point of these videos. When I get this sales, man, and when I get anything that I'm winning with my music, I'm thinking already about YouTube. I'm thinking about, this is great, man. I can create content around this. I can do a video, share it, do the screenshots, show the sales, show who bought it, right? I'll write an email about it and share it with my email list. If you're not part of my email list, you should. The way to get inside is by downloading my guide, okay? Because I do share with my subscribers not only different type of contents, but as well different discounts. And, I just want to pass on the win. Like, the win means a lot to me, but it means more to me to share it. And not as a way like, hey, this is a trophy, or this is a qualification that I have, or this is proof that I'm actually making it. No, this is to show you that it's possible, man. It's possible for you too. Now, it might not be with this library, but it's certainly going to happen with another library for you. There's no reason why it shouldn't. And yes, to prove the point that whatever you listen to, whatever you hear on other YouTube channel from other composers and music licensing gurus, that as soon as they start talking about, hey, you can really not make money with royalty-free libraries, and you cannot get your music on TV by selling on royalty-free libraries, because these libraries are only for YouTubers or wedding projects. No TV executive or no TV broadcast networks are going to go to these libraries. That's not true. All right, and I'm not going to call out people here. This is not the purpose, but it's about being truthful and honest with a composer community that want to start, or the composers who are looking to get started. This is where my passion lies. All right, for people that are just getting started, for people that are new to this, musicians that are doing something and they want to get into music licensing, they just don't know how to because they're overwhelmed by the information. That was my case. So in reality, I'm making content for myself back in the day. I wish I had this type of channels back in the day, okay? Because back in the day, it was just all about the exclusive libraries, the 5-year plan. Don't join them. This is bad. Only do this. Build relationships. In the meantime, man, I'm flat broke. I need money right now. And I need to experience a win. I need to win right now. I need to compose, upload, and let go. It's another motto of mine. Actually, I'm going to create some apparel t-shirt. Somebody said about that once. You know, compose, upload, let go, which is very hard for composers. That let go part of like just let that track go and work on something else. But we need to experience certain wins. So if you're new to this and you experience a win like that, just one sale, that's all you need. You need only one sale to say, I am in the music licensing business. Just with one sale, one customer, that's all you need. It doesn't have to be a TV channel, by the way. It could be anybody. As long as they have purchased a track from you, then you're in the business of music licensing. That will make you feel good. It will make you feel like you're winning. It's a small win. It's a stepping stone for future licenses. And then you can still go into your music licensing career by doing other things. Yeah, exclusive libraries, I compose to briefs. I mean, I do all of that, right? But you need to start somewhere, and you need to stay focused on what's important. And what's important here is your music. Thank you so much for the love and support, my friend. I want to do these videos a little bit more positive and less, I don't know, less grumpy. I'm not grumpy, but, you know, I don't want to fall in the trap of he said, they said, she said, this is not right. This is, you know, I'm just here to help somebody make money with their music, full stop. And you know, if you can accomplish that, then these videos will have served their purpose, right? Anyways, thank you so much for all the love and support, my friend. I'll see you in another video.